Hey guys, welcome back to another Roblox video. Today I made a resource system and it's pretty unique. You can practically use it in any survivor game that you can make in the future. And it's pretty simple, it's easy to edit, and it's not unique where you like chop it or mine it, and the ores will drop and you can pick it up and it gives you money. So instead of doing something new, I'm gonna do reverse it this time, so you guys know how to set it up. So this is the model that you'll get. So what you do is you'll get the tools, you'll put it in starter pack, but once you edit the game, and you make your own shop, you can just give the tools to them from the storage or wherever you store it. You get this, which are the ores in the trees, and you're gonna put it in workspace, and you're gonna ungroup it. And for these are ungroup storage, these are the ores that drop that you can pick up and gives you money. You're gonna ungroup that right here. It'll be right here. And of course, you can read this. It's optional. If you don't know, if you share this model with your friend, they can just read it and they can find the video that you're watching right now, and they can just learn how to add new stuff. But you can delete this, and I'm gonna show you a quick test demo on how it works, and it's pretty simple. So what you do, so on the top right, you have your leader stats, which is the cash. And actually, hold on. You need to move. Yeah. Okay. So you get. This was a first put in the model, but once in the model, you just put the only server script visible called main in server script service. So alright, so you're going to play, and what you do, so once you get the weapons, so these are the different, so these are pickaxes and weapons. So notice how it says common, epic, rare. So this system has its own unique class type. So certain pickaxes and axes will do more, like better or greater damage than other axes. So I made the system go from common to uncommon to rare to epic. So let's do an example with the axe here. So first of all, the first thing that I did is a pickaxe cannot mine a tree, but an axe cannot mine an ore. So let's do an ore first. So just pick it up. So once you mine it, it'll do that. It'll decrease its health. So I'm using a common pickaxe, so it's gonna take a while, but it will drop the ores, and we can do after 20 seconds it will despawn. So I'm just click on this. And notice how on top right, it added money to my leader stats. So I'm gonna leave that there. It's gonna disappear in 20 seconds. So it'll despawn. So an axe will still took the episode. It respawned the ore, but the ore will be down. So let me just chop this tree down. There we go. It's an epic pickaxe. It's the one that deals the greatest damage. But you can pick up the logs that'll despawn. Yeah. So just the same thing. Different rarity of axes does greater damage to the tree. You can also make different types of trees with more health, and all that. So that's pretty much it. So the first thing I should explain is that the tools itself. So each tool. So let's do an axe and a pickaxe. So a pickaxe. So when you make a new tool, make sure it has this value, the string value called is a pick, and the type, which is common, uncommon, rare, epic. You can change whatever you want, but you have to change other scripts. So I suggest you just keep it to either common, uncommon, rare, epic. Epic being the highest, and just type. And for an axe, it's the same thing, but it's called is a axe. So make sure you don't, when you make a new axe, you don't accidentally put is a pick in the axe tool. So you put that, and also the type would be the same thing. Doesn't really matter. So make sure you just have these two values in the new tool you add, or if it's a pickaxe, these two values. That's pretty much it. You need to change anything with that. So this is the main script itself. So let's start with a tree. They're practically the same things, the same mechanics in a way as the ores. So in the log, there will be a script. So first is the variables. So there's health 100, the bool value for the cooldown, so nobody accidentally gives multiple amount of money, and the respawn time. So you can change this to whatever math random. So math random means that between 8 and 20 seconds, it'll spawn that much. So it could be 9 seconds, 10 seconds, 11 seconds. So if you want to make it longer, you would do like 20 to 30, 20 to 40, 20 to 100, or shorter, 2 to 7, or 7 to 9, or 0 to 10, like that. You just change these values. So this is the respawn time. Or if you just make it stationary, just put respawn equals 10. So script that cannot touch. So when touching, this one the axe is touching, it'll check if it has the value. So it'll check if it's an axe. So check for that value. So if it is an ongoing is equal true, that means the action is ongoing. I'll look for the status type, which is right here. So I'll check what kind of axe is it. It's rarity. So If the health is greater than 0, that means the tree is still alive. It'll check if it's common. It'll subtract 5 health using that axe, depending on that type. So uncommon, it'll subtract 10, 15, 20. So if you want to make the best axe in the game do more damage, like a one hit, you do, since the health is 100, you change this to 100, being the best axe. So it'll subtract health until it reaches eventually 0. Now, on that last hit, whoever gets that last hit will get the money. No, not get the money. Typically, whoever clicks the logs that drops will get the money, or ore. So I'll check if the health equals 0, less than or equal to 0, and bool equals true. Since the bool's cooldown, so it doesn't give multiple money. Goes false. I'll make everything in the tree transparent and calculate goes false, so you can just break and go through, so it's practically invisible. It will clone the wood. These are the things that drops right here, the logs. It just drops, makes it spawns it in workspace and move it to that tree's specific location. Like in the example I showed you, and then it will reset the health back to 100. So make sure you change that and that when you make it a different type of tree. Rate that respawn, so how long until they respawn, and just after that just reverses it. So ongoing equals true, bool equals true, and makes the tree visible again. So that's typically how the trees work. The word works the same way. Same thing, you touch it, the respawn, ongoing, bool, and health. Same thing, same mechanics. Instead, this one searches for is a pick value, the string value, and of course here just gets the ores, clone it, moves it to that ores location, and changes health back to original health, 200 to 100, and of course reverses it so it can be visible again. And for the ones that spawn, so the logs, just click back to remover. So if you want to make it despawn like under 10 seconds or 30 seconds, you just change that value to each one of them. This one that when you click on the log that drops, it will give this amount of money, so you can change it to whatever you want. So when you make a different kind of tree, you want to make it spawn a certain color and give a different amount of money. You just duplicate this like logs 2, and in that specific tree, you'd instead, like here, you'd instead of game.storage that log, you do game.logs 2 to that specific new tree, and instead clone that. So that's same thing. So this same thing for the ores, just works the same way. Remover, cooldown, gives that amount of money. So I'm just like, let's do that, and that's pretty much it. You can typically use this whatever you want. This is a resource system, so it's the basic mechanics if you're making a survival game. So that's pretty much it. You just mine, it drops the ores, you can pick it up, it gives you money. If you're intermediate in scripting, you can make it so picking it up, it adds it to your inventory, saves it, and you can craft stuff with it. I'm planning to make a crafting system in the future though, so there's some usage to resources, but I don't know yet. That's pretty much it. So yeah, just comment below what I should really make next. I'm gonna say 30 to 45 less for the next video. I'm sure you go check the game. And yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment. I'll see you guys on the next episode.